Okay, let's talk a little bit about blood sugar and weight loss. To get an idea of how much trouble we are in, back in the early 1900s, Americans consumed an average of 4 pounds of sugar per year. Today, we are over 150 pounds, with teenagers topping 175 pounds per year. Back in the early 1900s, most Americans were getting their sugar from fruits. Today, we are getting it from refined sugars, processed food, candy, you name it, it is loaded in a lot of different foods we eat today. So eating too much sugar, this causes an increase in insulin spikes. Insulin is a hormone released by the pancreas that helps regulate blood sugar. If it happens over and over and over again, like with most people, this can cause chronic health problems. Not just problems with weight gain or fat gain around the midsection or thighs, but also chronic health conditions like cancer, like heart disease, and so on and so forth. No one is immune. If you eat too much sugar or anything that turns into sugar, you will head down the road to prediabetes or diabetes. Most people don't think they eat much sugar or candy, but if you look at all the carbohydrates you eat, that gets turned into sugar. If you drink alcohol, that gets turned into sugar. So there's lots of things we don't realize that get turned into sugar and cause insulin spikes. You need to know how insulin works. We eat a piece of food, it has sugar in it, it gets digested and goes into the blood. This signals the pancreas to release insulin. Its job is to regulate blood sugar. So insulin tells the cells to take in the sugar. If everything is working well, blood sugar gets regulated and the body goes back into a fat burning mode. That's what our body should be in, a fat burning mode or stage. When blood sugar goes wrong, so like most Americans, when we're eating tons and tons of carbohydrates and sugar, the same process gets set in motion. Sugar in the blood, pancreas releases insulin, and the insulin tells the cells to take in the sugar, but this time the cells are so tired of being bombarded by insulin that they no longer want to work. It's called insulin sensitivity. So now insulin hangs around the blood, and this signals our body to stay in a fat storage stage. And this is why so many people have issues, because they're in a fat storage stage and not able to burn fat. Too much insulin causes extra weight, extra belly fat, extra hip fat. There is no way around this if you're eating too much sugar and insulin is being released. Even if you work out 2 hours a day, you're still going to struggle if eating too many carbs and sugars. How many people do you know that used to work out 30 minutes and then an hour and then an hour and a half and now 2 hours and they're still having problems losing weight? This is most likely why. So the moral of the story for blood sugar. Blood sugar has to be regulated and kept even throughout the day in order to burn fat. Any kind of diet program or weight loss program, blood sugar has to be regulated, otherwise you have no chance for lasting weight loss or fat loss. The root solution, don't make the pancreas work very hard. This sounds easy, but basically we don't want to eat a lot of carbs or a lot of sugar to make the pancreas have to release insulin. If we eat a lot of carbohydrates or sugar, it's going to cause spikes throughout the day, which is really hard on the pancreas, which causes more insulin and will head towards the prediabetes and the diabetes. We recommend doing 100 grams of carbohydrates per day. Go online and figure out how many carbohydrates you're eating a day. If you stick within 100 grams, you're usually doing pretty good. You won't have blood sugar spikes and you will notice tremendous differences in weight and energy and sleep and lots of other things. So eat less sugar. Your health depends on it. If you keep eating tons of sugar, you'll definitely head towards a prediabetes or diabetes. And not only that, it can affect your immune system, can lead to arthritis, digestive issues, and even heart disease. So remember, blood sugar, it has a big role in weight loss, and this is why our diets are so important. I hope you enjoyed this video.